now.
And that's from
That's
the
from,
first until through the end.
We do today, accepting it, just accepting the budget.
And this is, this is, the township, the capital improvement plan we have to have done.
well, now this meeting is for the, budget.
But it's also got other things too.
I know, but the budget is what I'm concerned about.
Yeah, well, it's right there.
It's recorded.
Huh?
It's recorded.
Okay, good. I didn't get a response from Aunt Laura today, I hope she remembered. Yeah,
haven't
maybe
talked
she's
to her in
coming,
a
I don't know. I put the reminder
How
out.
are you doing?
Tired.
Tired?
It's been, last week was busy and today was busy.
Well,
Ronnie,
you probably
I got-
got a lot of business on your
Hand him this,
cars,
this is
haven't you?
the,
Yeah.
hey,
You've got a good group, haven't you?
Bill Sullivan retired.
Did he? Oh, yeah, I knew he did.
Yeah, a few weeks ago.
He said if
Huh?
we
I'll
needed
be
anything,
Patrick
though.
Well,
he
he's
would.
a lawyer.
He's still gonna
Oh, okay, well,
work
I
by
should-
appointment,
feel
but
Yeah, he said that
he
he
is
was,
very,
he was still
he
gonna.
doesn't show up at everything he's supposed to, but he's there.
I'll put my drink down here. I was just thirsty.
Greg, I apologize, but I put you down as just a board member. I should have put president, but I don't know why I did that, but just,
He is a board member too.
I know he is, but,
He was board member.
I know, but
I don't
usually
think
when,
we've ever put the president down
Well,
each
she,
time.
I think she usually says when he opens the meeting, she
Yeah.
usued says board president,
Yeah.
but that's all right.
Right.
If that's the worst thing that happens to us today, I think we're gonna be okay.
I
amen.
hope so,
Amen.
I hope so.
Or as I used to tell my fifth graders all the time, problems in the world, and that isn't one of them.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is.
Speaking of your fifth graders, Ty's studying for his CPA exam.
Is he really?
Doesn't surprise me at all.
That'll be good.
His first year at Southwestern, he was in her class, and now
Uh-huh.
he's 22, a Purdue graduate, and
Well, good.
working at Sherman Barber Mulligan.
well, good for him.
Sherman Barber Mowing. Is that what you-
Sherman Barber Mulligan downtown.
Mulligan,
Yeah,
oh,
accounting office.
yeah.
I didn't realize that, well, Jackie's husband wasn't at an accounting firm anymore. He's at a bank.
Who?
Jackie Manos.
Yes, I heard her say that. You
Been-
were
been-
talking
been
to
a
her.
long time
Yeah,
ago.
yeah.
I didn't realize he'd moved. He's right across the street from where he lived. He could just get,
Yeah,
Just-
that's how I heard the conversation, because you were
Just-
saying about
just
walking, and
walking.
she
I
said
said,
he
"You-
goes
you
to
can-"
New Albany
yeah.
or something.
No, I thought is it
But-
New Albany or Scottsburg? I don't
Maybe
know.
it was Scottsburg.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
it was
It was
Scottsburg.
Scottsburg, where he was.
Yeah, but anyway, he changed.
Now, is this one where we can make changes or we can't?
What's these initials on here
Your
for?
minutes on the front. You got minutes on the front.
I don't know, this one's 5.
We haven't started.
This
the meeting
one's
yet.
seven,
No,
so I don't know
we make changes though.
who's seven or,
Yes, that's what I thought. I
what's
read
these
that.
initials on here for?
What?
What's those initials on here for? Like here has 7, looks like, or maybe it's a 4, I don't know.
Mine's 5.
Mine's a
Yes, it's
2.
5.
That's a 4. It's
Oh,
by the
these are
camera number.
speakers for the
Oh.
people that sat here in the board, in the town of Hanover meeting.
Like this one has 3.
Well, it's
This
numbered, I
way
guess.
So they know. if
They know
you
where
got
they're
a
setting.
ruler and adjust
Well, they're
it.
in the
Oh.
districts, isn't it? Are yours 3? Yours 2?
There
Five.
goes.
Mm-mm.
5?
don't
Oh,
think
I don't
so.
know that.
1, 2,
I don't
3,
think so.
4,
Yeah,
5.
You're
Probably if
at
they have
large,
speaker.
Laura's town attorney.
Yeah, I'm
Ronnie-
Patrick McGrath, is what it says
Yeah,
on this
I know
side.
him.
I don't know him. She said he's kind of important. He's like a lawyer or something. I said,
He
okay.
is.
But he is.
He is? I don't know him. I don't think,
He's a lawyer.
I mean, if I saw him, I might recognize him, but
He's
the
a
name
good-
doesn't.
He's a good lawyer.
Yeah.
He's probably only been around 8 or 10 years, something like that.
He's not been in this group though.
No,
Has he?
that's
I
just in
just
the
knew
area.
that's past my house, you know. I was
Not
just-
really.
I was
No, I
hoping
don't.
you were gonna say that was me.
Yeah, no, but I don't know. I don't know all those routes out there now.
I meant to bring my jacket in, I forgot.
Yeah, it gets chilly in here.
It does, it's cold in here.
Last time it was cold in
I meant to bring my
And I
jacket.
Well, they
get
keep that
cold.
closed up though all day.
I don't get cold, but I was cold.
Yeah, yeah.
I've been called a homesick Eskimo, so it's okay.
I'm cold all the time.
Now, last winter when it was down around 0, I said it was cold. I don't say that very often.
Ronnie, I'm glad you brought the paper. Hope that's not mine, is it your,
It's
somebody
not
else's?
me, I've got mine on silent.
I'm gonna put mine on silent too.
I'm really good about remembering to put it on silence. It's taking it off of
That's where I have a
silence,
problem.
2 days later, somebody will say, I tried to call you. I'm like, well, I didn't see anything. What's your name on yours? What does her name say there?
Debbie Croker.
Yeah.
Do you think Debbie Kroger would care if I had a piece of her gum?
I'm sure she'd be okay with it.
Well, you could just wait and ask her when she gets here.
Oh, she won't be coming.
She won't be
She
coming.
No.
I figured she'd be here since her name's here.
No, that's because we're using their facilities.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't, these'll make me sneeze. Peppermint makes me sneeze.
Oh, what has been going on?
Working?
No.
Work.
Well, but I mean, in here,
Oh,
haven't you been acting as president?
not since we were here last.
Oh, you haven't been? Who's been acting as president?
No, I've been, not since we met last.
When did you meet last? I'm talking about when I was here.
Yeah.
You had been before that?
Mm-mm.
No?
Boy, time goes slow when you want it to go fast,
Mhm.
doesn't it?
Watch pot never boils.
Mm-hmm.
So you've only had one meeting since we were here, right?
We just had the one, we haven't met since we were here.
Yeah. And that was on the 15th of September?
What was the date, Terry?
Today's the 15th, it was.
It was, I
September
got it
3rd.
right here.
September 3rd.
Okay, okay,
August the
20th.
20th.
Oh,
Yeah, it was August the 20th.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. I called you chairman in the last time, so I guess as long as you
Like I
come,
said.
I don't care.
I don't care.
I bet you've probably been called worse than chairman.
Today.
Today even.
Well, I never called you anything.
I know.
Just to let you guys know that if you hear some lady getting thrown out of Lowe's,
Was it,
it would be me.
it's already happened or it's going to?
No, I threw a fit up there the other day.
Oh, okay.
Because nobody would help us out with our stuff. We had a garage door opener. Steve has hurt his hip,
Yeah.
and he went to the emergency room after we got left there. But anyway, we had this garage door opener down in the basket. Of course, I couldn't get it out. I said, I'm not hurting myself. And I came back in there after I moved the truck, got him, and he wheeled himself out there. And I said, he said, we get it in there. I said, no, we won't. I said, well, and there were 5 people standing in that corral thing over in the corner. And I said, y'all got on customer service, but nobody seems to be doing it
Yeah.
today. I threw a fit. I was mad.
So did it help any?
Made me feel better.
Yeah, I did,
It
probably,
did.
but,
And we got our stuff loaded.
oh, did you?
And it had a big 12-foot board that I had to load, too. So, I mean, it was $400 worth of stuff.
Well, you
5
shouldn't have had
seconds.
to load it.
But yeah, they wouldn't even come, Lucy, after they called them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, it's 6 o'clock.
Okay,
Call the meeting to order.
okay.
Old business. So we need to see, let's review the budget and see if there's any changes we need to make first.
There's, one thing we talked about last time, putting an extra 1,000 on top of what we had for insurance this year. That won't cover if it goes up 30%. I just didn't.
Well, we need to, what the amount is going to be.
Well, they don't have
They
it.
can't tell us yet.
Well, they will though, if you tell them that we have to have
But we
near
need
that.
so much in the budget to cover it.
Well, right, but I'm gonna
So
call them.
That would be $7,800 instead of 7,000.
Which line is that on there?
It was 6,000 last
Three,
year.
3DA,
That's
no,
what I-
3DB.
Three
excuse me.
DB.
Yeah,
We budgeted 65, it projected 71, and you said what would the actual, what would it be if
well,
it's?
if it goes up 30% like it has from time to time in the last few years, it could go anywhere from 15 to 30, they say.
Okay,
So 30% would be $7,800 instead of, I had wrote down 7 as to what we thought we should put in.
okay.
So that's just one slight change that
How come you wrote in 7?
I don't know.
That's what, in our discussion, that's what we had talked
You all
about.
discussed that it would be 7,000?
We just put $1,000 on top of what it was
Well,
this year.
didn't you always check with, the insurance company?
Well, he has called now and said he can't give us an exact quote yet, cause he don't have the figures yet.
But he has it pretty close, 'cause,
He can't give us anything other than 15 to 30%.
well,
So if we put the top number in, we should have it covered.
Right.
well,
Instead of
we're not
being-
gonna put the top number in, we're not gonna have enough money to do that.
Well, we'll move it around somewhere.
Well, if they've told us that it could be up to that, I think we'd only be hurting ourselves if we didn't do it that way, 'cause we,
Right.
Well, I know what they've usually told me, and that's who I'll call, is where I usually call.
Where?
Over at the office, over there.
so, Ron, what number do you think then we should,
Well, the 30% of 6,000 would be $1,800, so.
That's
seven-
gonna go up?
If we put in $7,800.
I'm looking at 6,500, is that where you are? You're saying 6, I wanna make sure I'm looking at the right one.
But for 2025, I think, didn't we have budgeted $6,000 for
Yeah.
2025?
Oh, okay, so,
Yeah.
okay, I'm
And then-
sorry.
Yeah, for this year, yeah. So I had just wrote down that we need to probably raise it 1,000, but I don't think that would cover
Yeah.
if they go the full
30%
30.
increase.
It's
Well,
got-
we sure wanna go as little as we can.
Well, sure. We have to be covered for what they do. It's kind of one of those things you don't get to say.
Well, what have you done lately with the insurance? What have you done with the insurance?
What do you mean, what have I done?
Mm-hmm,
I don't know that we've turned anything in,
no,
but we need insurance.
but what did you get as a total?
All we can get right now is 15 to 30% up.
That's all you can get?
Yeah, that's all we
Okay.
can get out of
I'll
them.
call them.
But we need to advertise the max, that way, if it comes in less, we're good, we got money left over.
Well, we've got to get it as close as we can, and we need to get if we have to go to other companies, we will.
Well, that's another option, but it's hard to, get people to talk to small townships.
Do you have do you have our current budget for 3K? I left mine at home. So that's been the same. This was what it was.
We took out the
Right, we moved that.
688 up.
Yes, okay, that's what I
We take
thought.
what'd you do?
In line item 3K, we took $688 from there and added
And
it to
moved
the
it,
insurance.
we moved that up there, but
To
we're
what?
thinking we probably need
insurance.
more.
To the insurance because it went up that much?
Well, we weren't anticipating the full 30%, but we moved it there just to cushion it some because we had
You
an
had enough?
excess, we had an excess in that training line.
You, question that again, and it was excess?
In line 3K for training,
Mm-hmm.
we had extra money left over.
Yeah,
So we took $688 from that account and moved it to the insurance because we knew the insurance was gonna go up.
well, now who changed that?
We did it last meeting.
You did it last meeting.
Mhm.
Was I here last meeting?
Yes.
And you did that change?
Mhm.
And it came in the minutes?
Mhm.
It did?
Any changes that were made were just made during this meeting. It's being recorded.
In meeting, in this meeting here,
Last time.
we didn't have it wasn't published last time, was it?
Yes.
Was it? Who did that?
I'm saying, I read this one for this meeting and next week too.
In 10 days,
Mhm.
not next week. Yeah.
Because by law, we have to have the 10 days in between.
Well,
them.
I didn't get any notice of this meeting. And I didn't get any notice that was talked about either. And I should have.
We all talked about it the last meeting, about moving the money from that account to be able to cover the insurance.
But last meeting, we had a meeting, but was there a meeting after that?
No.
Okay. Then I'll see it in the minutes.
I'm not understanding what your question is.
Well, I'm questioning what meeting that you made the change.
The meeting that we all met in this room, the last
August
time all of
20th.
us were here.
Okay. Okay.
August the 20th, yeah.
When that meeting, we had it on Wednesday, August the 20th. That was the meeting we
That
had
was
in
the first
here.
time we met in here.
And that was the first time we were recorded. Yeah.
And talked about moving the
You were
money from.
recorded then?
Yeah,
We had to be. That's why we had
that's
to
why
meet
we
in
had it
here.
in
have
here,
to have.
because it has to be
I don't
recorded.
think it was recorded then, was it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
why we
we
had to meet in
set it
Did
up
here.
you get send a copy out of everything?
It's
that
on,
was
it
in
goes
there?
to YouTube. Anybody in the world can see it if they want to.
I know, but does it go to the meeting, to the people that was on the board?
no, we
No, they
just,
don't have to.
we just
They
have-
can get on YouTube
yeah.
too.
It needs to go in the meeting. What happened in that meeting?
They were here. They knew what happened in the meeting.
When was that done?
On the 20th, that you were here, Ronnie, help us now. She was here on the 20th, last month. Yeah,
Was it in there, meeting?
What?
Was it in there, that meeting?
What?
that we changed $688 up to insurance because insurance ran over this time, $288. And that gave us a $500 more padding, but insurance is going up everywhere, not just healthcare, building, everything.
So it was changed last meeting is what you're saying, and that's in our minutes, right?
No, I don't know that I put it directly in our
It
minutes.
should be in our minutes from
Well-
last meeting.
It was changed last time.
No, but if it was
We
not
reviewed,
changed.
every account.
we went through every line item
Item.
Okay,
last
And
meeting.
we didn't really change anything, we just moved that
In the
money
same-
from, it was in
in
the
the same
same,
account.
the same
Right.
other services and
And we
charges.
had a shortfall in
We-
the insurance.
Yes, we were down
So-
$288, so that's why we thought we were putting in some extra money, but with what Ron is saying, that's probably not enough, so we
You're
should.
gonna have a shortfall
Yeah,
again at the end
so,
of 26.
so instead of sitting here doing it again, let's look at something else in that area and see if we can move something.
Correct.
well, I wanna look at everything to do with this budget. I wanna look at any changes that were made and everything on it. Because I wanna make sure there's nothing been changed that was done.
Well, the only thing that we changed was those two line items, was to take money out of the training, 3K training, and moved it to the insurance so that we could cover that shortfall.
And when did you do that in the meeting?
When we had the discussion about the budget, when we discussed it on August 20th.
On August the 20th?
Mhm.
Okay.
And on another note, ITA dues have went up to $250. So we have 200 allocated for that.
For which?
ITA, the dues
Mm-hmm,
are 250 now,
yeah.
and they've been 200 forever.
Well, I can understand them going up.
Uh-huh.
They should.
Well, we need to, for our 2026 budget then, you guys need to decide where you wanna take that extra $50 out and put it in there so that it will cover, cause it'll go over.
Well, we'll make a change if we need to.
So for 2025, did it go up in 2025? So we're showing a $50 shortfall there.
We never had it to go up yet, did we?
Mhm.
When did we do that?
Well, I didn't realize that we'd never gotten a bill. And it came on your computer long ago. It would probably
Yeah,
been last
I knew what
January.
it was.
Yeah, but we didn't, you
Well,
didn't,
we would've discussed it. at a
I
meeting.
did not have a copy of it, and I paid it the other day, so we are good.
You shouldn't pay it now.
We didn't pay it at all this year, Lucy. It hadn't been paid.
It had been paid this year. It should have been
No,
paid for this
no,
year.
it was
has
not.
not.
It was not.
And I'm gonna have to go and look at all that stuff and make sure that those things were paid.
On the line item where it says training, other than assessing, is
Correct.
there a line somewhere that has what the assessing amount is for training? Or is that just something separate?
That's something separate.
Okay, I
It's
didn't
in
know.
there. It's
Well,
in there.
I'm looking at, by moving that 600 up, that, left us at I'm sorry, never mind. I was looking at subtracting, that $50 that we needed in that same area. I was looking at moving $50 and then another.
Moving 50 from where?
In that section, we need to have $50 for the, what was it?
The ITA.
ITA dues.
Okay.
And then we need about another, $612 for that
For the insurance.
for the 30% increase. So if you take the 4,500,
Have they already done the raise for the insurance?
it's a projected, they can't give us a definite date,
Till
a definite
2026.
amount. So if we had the 4,500, if we took,
So we,
700 out of there and moved it to those others, that would still give us a 3,800 in the training. I don't, I mean, that's the only place that I see where
that has a surplus of
it
money.
has it's the same, you're not using any more money, it's just you're using it in a different spot.
Reallocating.
Yes,
Well, we
thank
need
you.
to look at that before we do any moving in different spots.
Well, we were trying to make sure we were covered in our insurance, and then we're trying to make sure where we don't have this overage
And you
for,
talked to, the girl over there to see what the insurance was going to be,
I did.
you? And what'd she say?
15 to 30% increase.
And that's what she said.
That's what she said.
Okay, I'll call her.
So Laura, like what you said, we've got $4,500 there. If we were to take $700, that would leave $3,800 in that
In the training.
in the training.
You apply $50 towards your ITA dues, which would make that balance for
Balance.
2026. And then $650 additional dollars into other insurance, which
Yes.
would put us
It
at,
would put us at that 7,800.
Well, now, was this
Well, not quite.
for next year, or
yes,
is
for
this?
next year.
Yes.
For next year.
It would put us at,
78.38.
Yeah,
And that insurance does come due the first day of the year. I mean, that's when we,
Yeah,
Okay.
January 1st, that's when you're gonna find out. Surprise, it's
Uh-huh.
30%, or not, but
Yeah,
you can almost guarantee that,
be closer to that than
yes,
the bottom,
yes.
just the way everything else is going.
What is your name? Ron.
Robert.
Okay, I just wanted to know, because I didn't know.
So would someone like to make a
I
motion?
was gonna say,
to-
I'll make a motion that we move, $700 from our 3K training and put $50 to cover our ITA due downfall, which we don't have enough there. And then the other 650 into our other insurance to hopefully meet that up to 30% increase
I
in
don't
our
do,
insurance.
I don't agree with that until we make sure what they're going to do. Don't just go by what they say they might be.
But we're not gonna know until we're billed on January first, and it'll be
Well,
too late to
normally,
make the budget
I talk
alteration.
to her and she lets me know.
Lucy, I talked to her. I did talk to her.
And
I
what'd she
called
say?
on behalf of you,
And
and I
what'd
told
she
her where
say?
I was from, and she said the 15 to 30%. There's no way of them knowing.
Well, I need to know what she
Louise, how
said.
much?
15 to 30% insurance is going up. That's that cyber insurance.
Well, we've got more than cyber insurance.
Well, it's whatever our insurance is total is, we went over,
$288.75 in
Yeah.
2025.
yeah.
Right. Well, that was the motion I made, so,
Yeah.
Is there a second? All in favor?
aye.
We can put that all down because I'm not in favor until I check it all out.
But we've gotta get the budget,
I know, but I'm
Approved.
not going to approve anything until I know for sure.
but the board has to vote on that.
I know, the board does, and so do I.
No, the board votes to make the
Well,
budget
yeah, to vote it,
appropriations.
but I am the one that is responsible for it.
Correct,
And I'm
and
the
we're,
one that should change.
we're moving the money to that account so that there won't be a shortfall for you.
Well, you're not gonna move it till I check it all out.
But we just voted to move it, so we are gonna move it.
Well, we're gonna check it out first.
She already has.
I wanna see what you found out.
She's told you
I
15
told you.
times.
No,
It's
she
gonna
has
go up
not.
15 to 30%.
She has not
So
told
that's
me.
what the increase is gonna be, a range of 15 to
I wanna
30%.
see it in
So
writing.
we just
Well,
voted a
I didn't
majority.
get it in
What
writing.
they're saying
I got
is
it on the
that-
phone, and I know in the past, you have always got it on the phone. We have never gotten anything written from them.
We just voted in a majority of the board to move that money from that one account to the other account. So
We're not
now it's-
increasing our budget at all. We're
now
just
that
moving it
it's gonna be
around.
covered.
Bottom line's still the same.
Yeah.
Well,
Correct.
we're still gonna look at it and see if we need to increase it.
They're gonna have,
We hope not,
I think they
but
should
on the
narrow it
other hand,
down.
we
Now,
have to be
you all are
prepared.
not gonna decide everything.
We are too.
You're not
We
gonna
are
decide
too.
everything. I'm gonna
We are
have,
too.
I am gonna
We are
talk
too.
about it. And if I have to,
We're here
I'll go all
talking.
the way to the state.
You go to the state,
I will.
so.
Because you're not gonna sit there and tell me what we're going to do on
We're
the
gonna tell you
budget.
what we're gonna do.
That's
You're
correct.
gonna say what you're gonna do, but that doesn't mean that I'm
You'll
gonna
either
do
do it or
that.
the state will come down and handcuff you.
Well, I don't think so. I don't think you're the
Good
boss
luck.
of the state.
Good luck.
You act like it.
Good
We
luck.
just voted to move this money, so let's move on to the next item. Is there anything else on the budget that we need to look at for 2026?
Well, in raising the fire fund, I asked the fire chief to come over and just kinda let us, he's not asking for anything. He's just gonna kinda let us know where they spend their money at. Just to let us,
Which is
If you
great.
look at our budget, you'll see what we put.
we know what we put in there, we're asking him to tell us where they spend their money.
Oh, okay.
That's a great idea.
Just so we feel better about, that we have to give them more,
What was that?
or the state's gonna take money back.
Right, we have no choice moving forward because of the
So we'll feel
CIT,
better since we
that what
have
it's
to
called?
give them more money.
Capital Improvement Plan or whatever it was.
So I'd ask them to come just tell
Sure.
us,
Well,
where
I'd
they
like
spend
for
their
them to
money.
come and tell
Yeah.
us.
So,
And
Ron,
I'd
would you
like
like
it in
to-
writing, if you would put it in writing.
This month,
I'd like to give you the floor to speak.
I spent $7,000 on a parking lot, having it re-seal coated. My water heater went out right after that. That's gonna be another, well,
Was that already in the budget?
Do what?
in his budget.
It's in my
These are
budget,
just
not your
things that
budget.
they've spent
But
money
that's
on.
not what we were gonna pay.
this isn't nothing to do with anything extra.
He's just
gonna
here to
come and
tell us where they're
diesel
spending their money.
cost, Electric cost, just stuff that, so we'll feel better about giving them money, and having an idea, it's just not. going
Full
down the
disclosure
drain.
that we have given them money in a budget, so he's
Right.
just reporting the things that they're spending their money on.
Well,
so that we can have an idea.
and we
Yeah,
also
and-
know
and-
what we're spending.
And they're asking for nothing extra right now.
Okay,
We've kinda told them we're kinda tapped out a little bit, even though we have a small reserve,
Right,
so don't ask.
yeah.
But on
what
the other
is your
hand,
reserve?
but we have to give them a little bit more money because the state's gonna take
Percentage.
it back if we
What
don't.
is your reserve?
Uh,
What is your reserve?
I don't know exactly, do you?
It ought to be in our files,
Yeah.
It is.
okay?
I mean, it's still.
Now, you guys talked about last time that.
Well,
But-
$30,000
Somewhere
or,
around
yeah.
40.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know exactly, but, there's still reserve, but they're not asking for that. I think,
Ron, go ahead.
yes, please.
So, my other guy couldn't be here tonight, but like I said, we spent $7,000 in the parking lot. We're, just got a quote today for $6,000 for a water heater, which there's no way we're doing that. We'll replace the water heater ourselves for a couple thousand probably. Air conditioning unit went out on the top side of our building upstairs.
When it rains, it pours.
Yeah, and it's gonna be, I think they said $6,000. We're having our lower unit service, they said it's on its last leg, it's only 12 years old, I really don't know why it's on its last leg, but it is. That's gonna be upwards about 15,000.
Can you put that in writing?
Well, I
when you
got this
put that
stuff in writing here
Yes, please.
that I knew was gonna happen. I didn't know all the other stuff was gonna happen in the last couple weeks. We're trying to outfit our ladder truck, we're trying to also replace some hose on the other trucks that are getting wore out. So we're looking at 800 feet of yellow, 5-inch storm hose, and that's $8,000. Let's see,
Do you have that all down where people have gave you, okay, good, I'd like to have a copy of it.
I just printed this off a while ago. We've got some hand tools that are broken. It's gonna be $650 for 2 of them.
How did those get broken?
Using fires. We fought an 8-hour fire the other day, on Long Road.
Do you make a note of that when what you put in on that fire? You do,
Yeah.
don't you?
Yeah, we don't turn it into insurance because we can't afford insurance now, so when hand tools and stuff like that, if we get broken, we just have to replace them ourselves. At one point in time, every time something got broken, they turned it into insurance, and now our insurance is $30,000 a year. So we don't make claims for small things. But it's just a lot of different hand tools, crystal grip, nozzles. I mean, they're $1,400. Drywall hook, which they break really easy. The way they're designed, it's kinda like got a hook coming off of like this, and this part of it breaks. See, for 2 of those, it's $240. Ball valves for hydrants, $900. That's for our truck. We got ball valves on them, just like the hydrants do. Turn them on and off, that way that we don't get water hammers on our trucks.
But
what
you-
was the
do
amount? What did you
have
say that
a-
was? The
The total
ball,
amount's gonna be $25,189.
for the ball valve hydrants?
No, that's for everything.
What was that? I was just,
The ball valve, where was it at?
I'm
This is
sorry.
what you're
That was the
spending
last
this
thing you
month,
talked
right?
about.
$900.
Okay, thank
No,
you.
this is our wish list.
Well,
Through
you
the
do
month of
have
the
that.
firehouse, I don't know what, that's Bob's department, he wasn't being able to make it here right now, so.
How much a month do you spend in,
Electric's
diesel,
gonna be
roughly?
about $250 to $300, depending on whether it's summer or winter. We have gas heat, we have, of course, electric for air conditioner. Our gas heat runs about $350 in the wintertime a month. We don't have we have internet, we have to have that, it's $120 a month. We don't have cable TV or nothing like that. Our insurance is very expensive. I don't have the exact amount for all the insurance, I think it's around $30,000.
What all is the insurance that you get
Covers our
us to pay
trucks,
for?
our building, our workman's comp for our firefighters. I think that's about it, really.
Just for curiosity's sake, and this has nothing to do with, what internet do you all use?
Spectrum. We switched from, the cable company, forget what the name of them are, Frontier, or no, what was the cable company around here?
Spectrum.
It was Spectrum, okay, we went to Spectrum because the other company in our area wasn't, we just never had internet.
Metronet.
MetroNet,
Yeah,
MetroNet.
Have you looked at Starlink?
Starlink, we haven't really done
Just for
anything with.
curiosity's sake.
I've looked at it personally.
Me too.
For a place I bought on the river, but now Spectrum just came through there, so I'll probably have to go with Spectrum. But Starlink seems really nice if you're in a boat or a semi or something like that, but the overhead on the equipment to buy it originally is kind of expensive.
I've heard some good and bad, that's
Yeah,
why.
so,
Well, shouldn't we get something from them showing what it would be
from who?
from your people that are giving you the amounts?
The amounts from the insurance companies and our
Mhm.
bills and stuff.
Mhm.
I mean, if you guys want copies of our bills, I guess we could give them to you.
No, I'm not talking about the bills, I'm talking about what you're wanting to put in there, and we should get the
You have
bills
this right here.
anyway
This is what
eventually.
you want.
Okay.
This is our stuff to get the ladder truck in service, won't it?
And you said that was approximately 25,000.
25,180.
What's wrong with the,
Ladder truck?
yeah,
There's nothing wrong with the ladder truck. We have to outfit it, and we have to replace some hose that has broken over the last year.
the last year,
Yes.
and nothing was turned in for it?
When they,
Turned into who?
when they
From
bought
you
that,
all?
when they bought that truck,
Uh-huh,
It
it
was
came
used.
with no equipment.
Yeah, it didn't have no.
It was
hand
just the
tools or-
truck, there was no
Oh,
hoses
is that
when we took the
or-
picture right out
Yeah,
here?
Yeah.
yeah, there was no
and what did
accessories
you
or,
put in there for the,
You crank up a hose to 200 pounds of pressure, they're gonna blow occasionally. It just happens.
yeah,
Brand new ones
Yeah.
will blow sometimes.
Yeah, brand new and sometimes will blow.
And
And,
the warranty is really hard to claim on them, because they just say you cranked it
That's
too
it.
much.
That's exactly why the engineer stands there with his truck, so he can shut it down. That's why he should never wander maybe 5, 6 feet away.
yeah, you always stay with the truck.
Last time I pumped one, I stood on it. So, like I said, yeah, that's just so you can shut her down in a hurry if you have to.
well, now, do you have papers showing that you did that each
Right.
time?
Mhm.
When you're doing the, like on the amounts on these, do you have, people that gives you the amount that it's gonna cost and you turn it in to anybody?
No, they don't turn it into anybody, cause they're not even asking us for that. They're just letting us know
What they
this
need.
is how expensive things are.
These
How
are
do
some
they ask
expenses
that?
that they're gonna
Yeah, and I-
incur
Yeah,
and we'll have to pay for, but, and they're not asking for this money, he's just here letting us know these are some expenses that we've got coming up and that it's very expensive to run a fire department,
Yeah.
a volunteer fire department.
yeah.
Well, the thing of it is though, we've had this all these years, and it should have,
Let's not go back all these years, cause
I
I will
think
have
so.
something to say about it.
okay,
So
and
you
I
don't
think you
wanna hear
should.
it.
And I think everybody
We're worried
should.
about 2026.
Right. We're worried
Well, we
about the
need to
future.
worry about what's been in there before.
So, like I said, I asked him to come over to let us know where money goes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're gonna have to give them a little more than we've been giving them to meet the state guidelines. And I just thought it'd be nice to hear, you know.
Firsthand.
Thank you,
They said
thank
they
you for
fought a
coming.
fire
Ron,
for
thank
$8.
you for coming.
Thank
Those
you.
trucks don't sit there and run cheap.
No,
No,
No.
but if you, you have proof on what you did that, right?
Well, I don't know what you mean prove.
On your expenses, on when you're fighting a fire and what you have to put in there.
You know, since, I doubt they actually keep it that itemized,
I bet they don't.
so. You may have 5 different trucks roll in to get diesel, and the bill come in separately, so I don't know.
Well, they get gas when they go over there and they get a bill at that time, don't they?
Well, they get a receipt, and
When I got,
I know how it is paid people, rather long volunteers getting everything turned in right.
Yeah.
Uh,
at least it's not Rikers Ridge. We'll just leave that at that. Ron,
All our
thank you for
records are up
coming.
to date.
Huh?
All our records are up to date.
I believe that.
Oh, yeah.
well,
Thanks.
I'd like to look at them.
Thanks for
I
coming
will.
in, I think that just kinda give us an idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
'Cause
Could
like
I
said,
look at
We don't have
the,
anything on me right now. Let's see.
you have no expenses
I
on
have
there?
nothing on me at all. This is the last.
No, I
thing
mean,
that
that
came
you
over.
could bring bring me something
I
later.
can bring you
couldn't
some stuff in, yes.
Yes, please.
Thanks.
Thanks, Ron.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Like I said, I just thought it'd be
Yeah.
good to hear a little bit about,
Well, that's our largest, outlay of money is to the
Right.
fire department.
Yeah.
So having a good line of communication with them is very
Yeah.
important. And, you know, knowing
Well,
where the money needs to go.
And if you
what
think
they're-
about it, on a fire department, it's kind of like an insurance. You hope you never have to use it.
Exactly.
But not using those things are not good for them either, because then they're not, if you don't use something, it
That's
breaks
why-
down easier.
that's why every once in a while, they're out around town, just,
Mm-hmm.
you know, just kinda moving them around and,
When the car business, we call that lot rot,
yeah,
when stuff sits.
Yeah.
It's hard on the tires, it's hard on everything
Right.
else.
Well, think of those valves and stuff. I mean, obviously, you want them to be available to use, but not using it, then nobody's being hurt, there's nothing like that. But not using those things is
Right.
not good for
Yeah.
them either, so.
Right.
Well, do you know what they are? The prices of them?
Do I what?
Do you know the prices of them?
Prices of what?
Of the, that goes into the, fire department and all?
I'm just going by what he
That's what
said.
just kinda
He
getting
just
at.
told
Yeah,
us.
that's what I'm saying, but somebody has, records of what,
He just said they have records.
well, they do, and so, do you see them?
I don't know that they keep them itemized per fire. They just keep them itemized and pay the bills monthly. I know, I hung out over there enough.
Well, now, you do it by fire though, don't you?
That's what I'm saying, I don't know that they itemize a fire. They don't get any, very seldom do an insurance company ever pay. They can bill them, but they don't pay,
Well,
and there's nothing you can do about it. So, I don't know that they actually itemize a fire. So,
Yeah,
they just pay the bills monthly.
This fire cost us X amount of dollars. They probably can't
Can't give us an
drill
exact
it down to
amount.
that.
you
But
could get a pretty close chance to
Well,
what
I'm sure
it
they
would
could probably
cost.
come up with some number,
But the State Board of Accounts has put all volunteer fire departments on notice that they're gonna be inspecting, and
Right.
I've got the full
I
vote
realize
of
that.
confidence that that department is
Oh, I know
top
they do.
notch. I know some others in this county are not.
but, right.
I know they check
They
it
were way
good.
behind when he took over, I can tell you that.
Who was
But it's all
behind?
been caught up.
Hanover was.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's all been caught up. I think he had to go back 5 years and turn in
Probably.
fire runs, and they hadn't been turned in.
Yeah.
So everything's caught up. But like I said, I almost would say they can tell you monthly, we paid this money. But an actual fire, and like tools breaking, and they do, you drop something off of a roof, good chance it's gonna break before it hits the ground. or as
That
it
tool's
hits.
not top of mind when you're trying to put somebody's house
Right.
fire out.
No, but when you get finished, you know what that costs.
So if,
There's no reason why you wouldn't know what it costs.
so if I'm looking on this projected firefighting fund paper, we budgeted this here. So we budgeted 34,000 to give them, is that right? That's how I'm reading it. It was this plus this. The change of the amount was this. This was the original.
The change would be counted in there,
It is. I know, I was
Okay.
just showing the two totals.
okay?
Yeah, because this here is what we thought we would get close to.
Yes, that's a projected amount,
Yeah.
yes. Would it, do you think, Ron, in your experience with these incidental things, you never have a way to total those, but it almost looks like maybe with some of their monthly things that they know they have coming, if we could maybe, you said they aren't asking for any more money.
No.
But I think I think we would be doing them a favor and us too, to at least be aware that each month they're having a flat amount that has to go out if those things sit. And I think we've not thought of it that way. We've always looked at the equipment and, you know, the trucks and those kinds of things, so
Well, and on top of that, you have radios.
that's
and
what I mean, those things that,
Oxygen packs and just
Well, we got
turnout gear.
radios for them one other time.
Right.
Yeah, 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 and they've gone up, in the 9 years I've been out of police work, they've gone from $2,700 to $5,000.
I sat and talked with Robert Black the other day, and, yeah, we were talking about
So I said,
expenses and,
the last ones I bought, $2,700. They're paying $5,000 for them now.
but the technology just changes so fast and so much, it's hard to keep up with.
Yeah,
So, but in other words, when we're putting in the amount that you all spend, that's the amount you all spend, right?
they spend well more than that, and they get money from the town, and they give them every dollar they get, plus they gave them an extra $1,000 a few months ago.
Well, did you, give that to us, that you all got an extra $1,000? What'd you get it for? Not being nosy, but what'd you get it
I
for?
don't know, the town just, I don't know. Town just give it to them, I guess.
Well, I'm sure they asked for it.
So, that I don't know, I just was
Okay.
told it was $1,000 we gave them.
Yeah, us, the town, the college, and Saluda
And
Township.
yeah.
Well, I'm sure we gave them money too,
Saluda
I can
gives
look
them
back on.
every penny that they get. I mean,
Right,
Corey being in the fire department, I have that knowledge.
right.
And the only one I don't really know much about is the college.
And that, don't they have a 5-year contract or something? They have a contract.
They
with
have a
them.
5-year
They have to
contract,
have
I
a
think.
contract
Yeah.
because of their insurance, so.
And I think they would keep a good record, because they would want to keep track of it.
I mean, at one time, back in the early 70s, the college bought them a truck. But I don't think that's gonna happen again.
No. Oh, they got all that Bethany money to build trails and
Mhm.
stuff with now.
They got that money.
Of course, that was a grant,
More, yeah,
yeah. that's a
spec-
grant.
But
specific,
that's still money they got.
yeah. But they can't use it to pay the fire department.
But-
No, they have to use it for what they got it for.
But like I said, trying to find out exactly what the college, how they appropriate their money, and it's kinda hard to deal with them.
I don't know how the college does their,
That's it, they don't want anybody to know.
but I
That's true.
think that they really, they would want them to tell that what they pay. Because they may pay a lot more than what they should be.
Oh, that's not a fact, that they pay more than they should, but, I mean, the whole purpose of that ladder truck is honestly, the majority of it will be for that college.
Right, because of
Well, but
multiple
really and
story.
All
truly,
their buildings.
should the college not give something in on that?
I'm sure they do, but Lucy, I don't know what it is.
See, that's what I don't understand. This one does
I
that.
can go over there and ask the people over at the fire department, and the ones that I know will avoid me.
Right?
I
They
don't know
will.
why.
And it's a private college.
Yeah.
It's a private college, but they get
but-
donations
But
from
like I
it.
said, it's just something that's, I can't seem to find out exactly.
Let's invite Lake Lambert over and grill him.
Well, he might very well tell us.
But,
be
you know,
very honest
you know,
about it.
I mean, that's just the way it is.
Right. So anything else, again, I appreciate you having Ron come over so he could share that insight with us. Is there anything else on the budget that we've looked at, have talked about since August 20th that we need to make any changes to?
Yeah, we did talk about seeing if we could,
Yes,
raise
salaries.
the clerk treasurer.
And I,
Clerk.
yeah,
She said clerk treasurer, whatever.
I did talk to Kevin Fry
And
too,
money wages.
and.
You wanted to raise it, I'm sure.
Huh?
I thought you're wanting to raise the money that the clerks get.
Right.
Yes.
Well, you need to put that in.
Oh, yeah.
Well, what did,
So-
you said you were gonna call, you talked to who?
Kevin Fry.
Kevin, uh-huh.
Yeah, and I.
Kevin Fry has a lot more business down
know.
there
Sure.
than we do.
Right,
We
I know.
we know.
And the clerks compensated a lot more too.
Hear them say like they aren't.
Well, I know that, but, I'm not gonna divulge that
I'm not
information
either.
because it was a private conversation, but
I'm not, I'll find out myself if I want to.
Right,
Cause
so,
it's free.
what, how do you wanna proceed with that?
Well, I need somebody to, I'm looking at where we've got personnel and services on welfare administration, and then we've got the township fund. So I know some of the money comes out of one fund and goes to another. So if somebody could, I just wanna make sure I understand it.
The welfare money comes out of what they get for different things that come up in the, and that's all in the records. What we put in there to pay, and that's all in the records.
Right.
You can look at that and see that all.
Well, I guess when I'm looking, I see the 7212 in two places. Does that mean it's double, or is that just a carry?
The
It comes out
70
of two different budgets.
Yeah,
So it's a total of 72 out of two
No,
budgets?
No,
No.
it's total 14.
14.4, okay, that's what I
Yeah.
thought. I wanted to make sure I was doing that
yeah,
right.
now that's how that's
So it's the
done.
7212 out of one thing and 7212 out of something else,
Right.
so for a total of $14,424.
Every other 2 weeks,
Yes.
I'm paid out of welfare, and then the
And
next
that's
month.
out of the month, isn't it? Is that on the monthly?
No, every 2 weeks you get paid.
Well, I know, but monthly,
But that's yearly we're talking.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're talking about
This is their yearly amount.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes.
Yeah, and it's spent,
So,
yeah.
we just need to know where we can get some money from and move, cause we know you stepped up, we know you're helping a bunch, and we would like to help you a little bit.
One question I have, and going back to the welfare page, we had a remaining amount of 5573.76. Is the state gonna have any say in that money with the
They don't come back
CIT?
wanting any to send, to them.
But are
but
they
they
gonna
may
take
eventually.
are they gonna take that remainder under the CIT at the end of 2026?
I don't know that.
Not out of
I
that
don't know
fund?
I don't think
I
so.
don't know
Okay,
that.
No, no.
In that one meeting that we had, I didn't hear nothing about that,
okay,
just the fire fund.
okay.
I never heard anything.
But if I'm looking at that welfare page, like you just said, it's showing remaining, so at the end of our budget year, we would have that much remaining if we left everything the way that it is?
That's how I read that.
Yeah,
Well, then we would have some there to move into that, wouldn't we?
well, what they do is they look at it and see, but it might not help the ones that they want helped. It's where the money goes to.
And you don't know how many requests are gonna come in the next year and things, so that you need to have a surplus there, but
Yeah,
how much do you
One
need?
year we run out.
Yeah,
yeah, one year we did. But,
what do you do in that situation?
Take money from somewhere else.
but you have to put that
But you have
back.
to have a
You have to do an
meeting and
appropriation.
A special appropriation
You
to
have to
move
put
it?
that back,
appropriate out of one
Yeah.
fund and
Just like we did for the fire fund.
get it approved
time.
with the state and all that good stuff.
We've always done good with that, though. We've not had to do a lot on that.
At one time,
We've kept it.
20 years, I know.
Mhm.
And you don't know what the economy's gonna do.
Exactly.
They shut down IKE, but that means that half the little stores are closing and everybody got
It's
rid.
true.
This is a question that I probably don't need to ask it, but is Bob McKenzie still on,
Yes,
is he? Is he still on the fire department?
yes.
And, yeah, that's what I wanted to know.
see Debbie every once in a while, but I haven't seen Bob in a while.
Don,
Bob,
oh, Bob.
I haven't seen him in a while. I see his wife every once in a while.
Mhm. Well, I see them over here, I see the reports they turn in, but,
So on each one of these pages where it says, at the last number on each one, it says a remaining, it's saying at the end of the budgeted year for, I'm looking at the welfare, we would have $5,573.76.
Right.
At the end, for the direct employee relief, it'd be 17,100.
No, that's, the remaining is what we have to spend.
you've got the last,
But I mean,
Part.
the rest of it has been budgeted. This is what's left over.
well, it's
That's-
not left over
It's
yet
not
until
left
the end
over
of the
yet
year.
because we haven't used it.
Still
Right,
got-
but I mean,
Yeah.
per the budget though, what we've
Yeah.
Still have a
projected.
third of the year to
Yeah.
go, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
But
Yeah.
again, if things happen, she's
Right.
gonna put more hours in, you know.
For, the easiest way for me to look at it, Laura, is look at Lucy's salary.
Well,
It's-
mine doesn't go up,
Right, but what's been expensed is
Uh-huh.
66.
Right, I
600.
understand that,
And
but there
Right.
wasn't a percentage down here. That's why I thought that was,
year-to-date
Right.
expenses.
yes. I
Yeah.
understand what's left and we've got the rest of the year to pay it out. I was just,
Yeah, the remaining number is confusing.
okay,
but
that's, well, good,
that
because
makes
I was
sense.
I'm
confused.
definitely not overpaid, I'll tell you.
And then we definitely, we will, have incoming money when we get paid for the
Correct.
fall. So that'll be adjustment too.
But we don't usually get any more than what we need.
No, well, we don't, yeah.
They've got a fine way of dancing that line, don't they? The tax receipts versus,
There ain't nobody overpaid in government work.
No, for sure.
What is this, other supplies, 2D,
What page is it on?
about
Township?
the third one back?
Well, look and see what's on there.
What is it, 2D, other supplies? Yeah.
Here,
See,
We've used none of it.
oh, yeah.
Where at?
this is the total.
Oh,
Oh,
That's
Township.
our owl. That's our owl. That's part of that's gonna
so
be our
that's where
owl.
Al's coming out of?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay, but it's
1,500.
It's
Yeah.
$5,000 and we need 1,500 for that.
That's in case, like, something big happens, like a
Right.
computer goes down, or,
Something like
Rainy
that.
day.
my keyboard
Okay,
quit
that's
the
what
other
I'm
day.
saying.
Rainy day
We just
fund,
don't
But
want,
it,
kind of.
yeah, we need it,
Things to go up
but
where we
we don't,
can get 'em.
we don't use a lot of it.
Right.
I didn't know what it was.
It's in,
so-
it's in there for an
Yeah.
emergency if you
Right.
need to.
yeah, I don't blame you. Well, see, and that's why we put them in here, and you can always question these,
Yeah, like I said, I had to ask, cause I didn't know what it was,
yeah,
so, you
you gotta ask.
yeah.
And while we're on the subject of the owl, can I explain
Sure.
that, I went to Walmart and talked to them, and they can't get me one. I'd have to do an online order. To do an online order, I can't have it tax-free, so therefore I cannot order it.
Well, how-
Not from you, but you can get it through the.
No,
how does-
Walmart will not sell you anything tax exempt through
they're-
Online.
online.
Okay, through them,
Yeah.
what about where Corey got his?
I don't know, I have not spoke to him since,
I will speak to him.
Yeah, let's call him,
I'll speak.
because there's gotta be a company out there
Yes.
that's, it's gonna be a few dollars more, but at least we,
I know if it's $1,000, you're
and you
saving,
can't pay taxes.
yeah, saving
Yeah.
70,
Yeah.
so.
I went through that all the time with the college, stop and get them their dinner, do not pay taxes.
I just really have a problem with that. I don't understand how come you can't do that. If you have all the proper paperwork
Right.
and the number that you need and all that, why can't they
That's gotta be
send
their
it to you?
policy, and
Yeah,
It has to be approved through them.
that's like when I told you had to go to the service desk.
I did.
Yeah, but then they tell you, well,
And
you
then they told
can't,
me go back to electronics.
you can't hear, but then you,
So you can always come to me and I can write a letter and they can turn it down. But you shouldn't have to go to them for what you need for what we
keep
have.
looking at this. I may have more questions.
Well, you may have. I may have a lot more too. I'm gonna go through all this and,
Once again, let me just ask, on, 2A, it just says operating supplies,
operating supplies.
Which category are you in?
Look at the budget and
At the
we'll
top.
see.
firefighting,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I got too far back then.
2A,
That's on the
operating
firefighting,
supplies.
Yeah,
Well, that's,
yeah, I'm too far back.
We can't really do
Okay.
much with that.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
I got too far back, so,
yeah.
okay. Gotta ask questions. I know
Well,
what-
yes, I want people to ask questions.
Terry, on 3B, communication and transportation, what do we pay out of that? On the township fund one.
What now?
On the township fund form, 3B, communication and transportation, what do we pay out of that? I mean, it looks like we spend it all, I was just curious what's paid.
Well,
Well, look in there and
that's
look.
part of that, isn't it, like when there's a conference or something,
Mhm.
Lucy?
And we
Uh,
pay for that, and, but we don't go to a lot of those.
Mm-mm.
We don't pay out a lot of that.
Phone bill, is that part of that?
What?
Is the phone bill part of that?
That's part of that.
Communication?
Communications.
Yeah. The other, the one that we use is for like with the training seminars and that type of thing.
Now, we haven't been doing that much of it because of having.
Well, the one we
yeah.
go to is free up at Ivy Tech.
Yeah, where we go
And-
up
yeah.
there. But now,
But we still need money,
and therefore,
because occasionally there's gonna be
Yes.
something.
In Indianapolis or?
And
Yeah.
I don't care if it's just software updates, you may have to have a
Mhm.
training
Yeah,
thing
definitely.
on the
Right.
software or
Definitely.
something.
well, I think we definitely have to have
Yeah.
training.
There's no doubt about that, we have to have some in there.
And we do have some in the budget, and
Yeah, yeah. And you'll never quit learning, or I hope you don't.
no, I've learned a lot.
And within the last month, I have paid the Lifetime Resources, and I've
Uh-huh.
also paid the Hanover Park the 1,500. And the Lifetime Resources sent the letter, and it was 500.
Mm-hmm.
So that's been done.
And we get that in the budget separate.
And our rent's on the money. It's
Mhm.
it's
Yeah.
gonna be right at 2,400, so it's okay.
And I
Which is
look for
cheap.
them to eventually go up, cause they've been,
I asked this year though, and they
Yeah,
didn't,
I know.
so
I
we're
asked every
good
year.
for another year.
and it's wonderful that we do, but,
Well, I think they kinda enjoy having people here when nobody else is sometimes, cause,
Yeah.
you know, WIC has different hours and that type of thing, and, you know, I have a lot of people step in and say, you know, where do I put this form for Scott, you know? Well,
Mhm.
there's a drop box over there, you know, tell him where it's at.
and if you all have any questions, just write me a note and we'll write it all and out, and show it to you. Cause if we don't spend anything, we don't need to.
So Laura, back to your original question.
Which question?
Go ahead.
With Terry, what do we do
With what?
with Terry?
I'm not seeing anything, that's what I was asking, those other things.
With
I was
Terry,
trying to figure out-
What do you mean by Terry?
We had
about
talked
her
at,
salary?
yeah, we had talked at the last
Well,
meeting
why
about that,
didn't,
and that's
why didn't you bring it up to me about her salary?
we did on the meeting on the 20th.
You mentioned how much you wanted to give her?
No, we just brought up the fact that we need to discuss that,
Yes.
and that's
we
why we're
did.
having that discussion now. That's
Well,
what we've been doing for the last 10 minutes.
well, 10 minutes. You haven't talked about that in 10 minutes.
That's what we've been
That's
trying to
what the-
find things in the
Yeah,
budget
that's the
for.
point that
Well,
Laura
that's
brought
what
up.
you've been trying to do to make more money, but, still.
Okay, I'm done. Okay.
Laura brought a point up about
I
trying to.
know, and she could
we've been
bring it up
discussing it for,
Here, when we're in here talking about everything.
Mhm.
She doesn't have to go around to everybody saying this and that and whatever.
she's
She
not
doesn't
gone
have
around to anybody.
I haven't done that, Lucy. What I'm saying, you're sitting right here when I'm saying it.
You're not, I don't take care of anything of yours.
I'm not asking you
On
to.
August 20th, Ronnie said we need to look at potentially giving Terry a salary increase. So Laura brought it up just a few minutes ago.
No,
Did
he
we-
brought it up that we had talked about it, so we were all trying
Well,
to
you all
find.
talked about it and you all made a decision, I
We
guess.
haven't
No,
made a
we
decision
haven't
yet.
made a decision.
That's the
there's other
conversation
people
we've
that
been
need
having
it
for the
too.
last 10 minutes is where to find the money.
We're just trying to look
Well,
and find some
We
money.
can do some money, but it'll have to be fair. It'll have to be fair.
Right, that's why we're trying to find it here. That's what we've been talking about.
That's not doing it fair, though.
How
What's
else
not
do you
fair?
do it? We have to do it as a board. We have to
do-
have this conversation
You
as a
do it
board.
As a board. But
Right,
you-
that's
you
exactly
can-
what we're doing right now.
Oh, okay. You've done this and you've discussed it with me and everything?
You've
No.
been in the room while we've been talking about it. Have you been listening to us?
Yes, I've been trying to.
Then you
listen.
know that we've been discussing it in front of you.
Well, I know good and well, we've discussed it amongst ourselves.
No, we have not.
I'm not talking about you.
Laura hasn't said a word
I
to me
haven't said
about
to
it.
anybody.
I haven't talked to you about any of it either.
No, I
Because
did-
that's none of your business.
What are you implying, Lucy?
I'm implying that we're not gonna sit around and do money for other people and not have all of them
not have all of them what?
be talked about. Because we have, I've had, I don't know how many people want raises. We don't have. the
There's
money.
two
There's
people
nobody that
here,
works
you
here.
and Terry.
I don't ask for a raise. I've
Okay.
never asked. for a
And
raise.
I'm not asking for a
She
raise.
She hasn't asked for a
I'm
raise.
I'm not asking
We
for a
brought it
raise.
up
She
at the
deserves
last
a little
meeting.
more. She has stepped up for us in the past year, learned how to do things that have never been probably done in years, and I think she deserves a little more money, and yes, we have to find it. We
Well,
just
you can
can't-
find it, and I don't care if she gets a raise. I haven't got a raise either.
And we don't want one. We
I
just
don't need a raise.
think she
No.
needs a little
I-
bit. She
well-
has stepped up.
She has stepped up. Has she done more than she did before?
I don't think y'all had ever asked for a special appropriation until last year.
Well,
So in essence, I know she's learned.
she's learned a lot, but she doesn't do a lot more.
Okay, we're getting way off track
Now,
here.
yes,
and
I
that's-
am, and I know what
Well, would you rather me turn in my resignation, because if you
No,
want me to, no, the way you're feeling about it is,
no,
I'm not doing enough, and I'm not doing
No.
more.
I'm not saying anything what you're doing. You're doing fine.
You just got through saying that, Lucy, that I
No.
wasn't doing anything.
I didn't say you were not doing anything.
Well, the rest of us heard that and it's been recorded.
Well, it's good, it's good. But I don't care if it's been
Didn't say she
recorded or
doesn't do
what.
anything. She said she doesn't do a lot.
Yeah,
Well, what's the difference? That's an insult.
Well, there's a whole lot of difference between not doing anything and not
Okay,
doing a lot.
so for the last 10 minutes, we've been trying to find money to potentially give her a raise, and what's the problem here?
well, do we have the money to give her a raise? I'm
What-
not
That's what
saying
we're
that we
trying to
can't.
find, that's why
Well,
we've
we're
been.
not gonna dig money out of other stuff that people need help with.
Okay, that's fine.
and give a raise. But
Right.
I don't mind them getting a raise at all. And
Then why did you make this a big issue then?
I'm not making it a big issue. You all
Then
are.
you've been at a different meeting than I have for the last 15 minutes.
Well, I haven't said anything for anything.
Okay, well, I don't know what else we need to do here, but if this is the way these meetings are gonna run, I'm done.
Me too,
Well,
I would
this
agree.
is what I'm saying.
Would someone like to make a motion to close the meeting?
I close the meeting. I make a motion to close the meeting at
Is
7
there a second?
o'clock.
I wish I could, but I really think this issue needs to be addressed.
Yes, I
I'm
do
fine
too.
with that.
I would agree.
I do too.
Let's get it out on the table, because apparently there's an issue here.
There is an issue here.
What
and
is
I'm
the
gonna-
issue?
Okay.
Well, I think, what I think now, I think there's other people going in there and saying, I think you need a raise. Now, I don't say that
Until
Terry
last
doesn't need a
meeting,
raise.
and I leaned over here and said,
Well,
"How do
you,
we do this?"
in a secret, like,
Right here, right here in this
Listen,
meeting.
well, in
Because
this
I didn't know how to
meeting-
do it,
yeah, all you
So-
have to do is bring it up.
so,
But first off, why don't you mention how much money you're talking about?
$1,000.
Then you go look for the money.
So we're looking for,
How much raise you wanna give her?
I'd like to give her $1,000.
A month,
No, a year,
No.
a year.
a year,
I started to
Good
say, my
grief.
God.
a year.
I was even, I didn't have an amount. I just thought any little, if we could find it somewhere.
Right, and
But
that's
we
what the
have- we
discussion has
can
been.
Find it somewhere.
That's what we've been trying to discuss, and then
You
you brought
haven't-
an issue up with
no.
it. Yes,
You-
you did, Lucy.
You never said one word about us getting together and giving them a raise. Now, you can,
That's what the discussion has been. Now we're going on 15 minutes.
well,
On August 20th, we talked about it.
August
In this
20th.
meeting, on the August 20th meeting, in this room, all of us here, we said, maybe there's a way that we could give her a raise. So at tonight's budget meeting, it was brought up again. We're trying to go through the figures to try to
But
find
you
money.
dropped it.
We dropped
At
it.
the last budget meeting, you said, we should give her a raise, and then you dropped it.
No, we
No.
said, I said I was gonna call Kevin Fry and see what he's doing at Madison.
Well, what in the world would you wanna talk to him about when you're worrying about them?
Because I wanted to talk to him.
Well, you're
Because I
welcome to
have that
talk-
right. Yes, I
Yes,
am welcome to
know.
talk to him.
And I have my right to talk to them, too. And you all don't think I have a right to do anything, but I do.
Nobody has said that, Lucy. We're
Well,
just
you
trying to
have.
have a conversation about trying to find the money in the budget
Well,
to
are you
give
gonna
her some
raise it
extra money.
By the year or by the hour?
By the hour.
I mean,
I would say by the year.
by the year,
But here,
$1,000, then you should be able to find $1,000 somewhere.
That's what
Well,
we're trying.
That's what
for
we've been
more than
trying to
one,
do.
though.
Huh?
That's for more than one, like,
No, it's just for her. It's
Well-
$1,000. You go right here for this training, other than excessive, you got $4,500
No,
in there.
it's down to 38.
We're down to
We're down to
$3,800.
38, cause
38.
we've moved other stuff. So I see where your total is, but we've already taken 700 of that.
Right.
Yeah, so
now,
that's
some of
38.
them have taken money of that. There shouldn't be
Yeah.
anything out there that I haven't approved.
Okay.
The
I
board-
don't know why you keep pointing at me.
The
Lucy.
board
I've
voted.
not done
The
anything.
board voted
Wait a minute,
The-
I'm not pointing at you, I'm just talking.
at the first part of the meeting, the board voted to move $700 out of that account, put $50 in the ITA dues and an additional $650 in other insurance. So
Which
that account
meeting-
is down
Which meeting was that brought out in?
tonight.
Tonight.
Okay, that still leaves $3,800.
Absolutely, that's
Yeah.
correct. You are correct.
And since nobody goes to training,
why don't,
Except
why don't we
you do.
just,
Well,
give
but
her
it's free when we go.
$800.
Yeah.
That'll leave 3,000 in there,
Only if you go to like
right?
Indianapolis
Well,
and
now,
stuff, do they have
you
to
get
charge?
that every month.
nobody goes to
No,
Indianapolis.
No.
this is a year.
No, but what is left in there is not for the year. That's
This
that's
is
what's left for
this-
this year.
I know this is training that, hasn't been spent out of,
Yeah.
$5,000 was.
If
you-
We've used a little bit of it.
If you figured the $800 on a 40-hour week at 52 weeks,
Now,
that is,
it's not 40 hours,
No,
oh, okay, well, how many hours is it a week?
8:30 to 12,
So it's 3.5 hours.
mm-mm.
4 days a week.
Times 4
And
equals
I can't say that we shouldn't give her more
14,
money.
how do I figure it?
We
I was doing the
understand that. We know
2080,
we
like the
can't.
52,
I know.
So,
the bookkeeping way I
Right.
always did it.
why don't,
Well, times 52 weeks. That's 728 hours, okay? So if you take 800, divide it by 728, that ain't right.
Would you like to make a motion?
I'll make a motion, we take another $800 out of 3K training and move it to the salary for the clerk,
Clerical help?
clerical help.
Well,
I
I'm
see.
gonna say, I think it's right for the clerical help, but the other people need a raise also.
Well, but we don't have it, and
Well, we have it that we can
You have
make
to do it
some. I wanna do it fair.
next budget. The next
Yeah.
budget, we wanna raise the board members, you
Mhm.
have to wait till the next budget now.
well, we have to wait till then, but even then, I
don't want to
I
raise.
want her to have it,
Yeah, I don't
You
want to
don't
raise.
want who to have it?
Terry.
We want Terry to have it, we
Yeah,
don't want to
I
raise.
think Terry needs part of it, but she does not need all of it.
She needs $800.
Yes.
I mean, that's kind of, we're
I
compromising.
don't know how you've decided that. But anyway,
So Ron made a motion, is there a second?
I will second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
okay, we'll give her how much? Did you say?
$800 a year, on
Well,
the year.
Yeah, but what are you gonna do about the other people that are in the
We
office?
don't,
No.
there is no other people in the office. The board doesn't want any more pay.
The board doesn't want any more pay, but we have two in there.
No, no,
We have one, other one.
no, you don't count.
No, I don't.
Who is it?
Well, don't we pay somebody else that if they come in here and work?
No,
We didn't, but we do occasionally.
no.
Well,
No.
We don't have that in the budget, so we're not paying that.
We
Who
just
would it be,
decided-
Lucy?
They just lost it.
I'm confused.
we
I
just
really
voted on
don't know.
$800. I'll make a motion, we adjourn.
Well, before you do that, I appreciate that. You've already talked about the owl, so
Yeah.
we need to get,
Owl.
we need to get with Corey Thomas and figure out where he bought his and if it was tax-free, and so
Yeah,
we've
that's
appropriated
the
the
biggie right there,
$1,500
tax-free.
for
Well,
the
I
owl.
want to know all about it. And this I'm gonna say, and I want to know what is discussed and how much was decided. I don't want it done and underneath it.
What are we talking about now?
I'm talking about the money you're talking about.
We've
Big
already voted to buy this recording device at the last meeting. It's called
Yeah,
an
you voted
owl.
on that.
Right, it's called an owl.
And how much was it?
We allotted $1,500 for that. She went to Walmart and Walmart wouldn't sell it to her unless we paid tax. Corey Thomas bought the same equipment for Saluda Township, so we're gonna find out where he bought his and if he had to pay tax. That's all
Okay.
that's gonna be discussed.
I'd say,
Okay, that's fine.
Okay,
That's fine. I'm for that.
yeah.
so
Yeah, I'll go.
let's
for
get
it.
a hold of
Yeah.
Corey and find out where he bought his so that we can have the same savings.
But I also want to be involved in all that. Cause I wanna know what's going on. And that's where I should.
And we've already discussed the capital improvement plan. So,
Capital improvement plan. what?
yes, where the state's gonna take 30% of, if we don't pay the fire department the money by the end of 2026, they'll take 30% of the money.
What,
Now, what about the,
what did you, who decided this?
The governor.
And that came out
You have a
when?
copy of it,
Yeah.
Lucy Lane, right there in
she
front of you.
didn't tell you last time.
Yeah, we
You
discussed
might have
that in
gave it to me
August.
last time, but I've had too much stuff on mine.
Uh,
We can't leave money sitting in the fire department account or the state will take it.
We don't have a bunch in the fire
It,
department account.
it doesn't matter how much we have, we can't have any.
Well, find out how much we have in there.
We will. We asked
We
that
take our
earlier.
salary out of that, then.
You can't spend that.
No.
Yeah, it has to be spent for the fire
It
Can't
department.
has to be equipment, it can't be
That's-
personnel.
You can't spend
Now,
that,
that doesn't make much sense.
you can't spend that for the clerk.
Yeah, you
No.
can't, there's certain guidelines on how it can be spent, and
That's why the town of Hanover has given all of their allocated money to the fire department, because the government, state government will start taking
Right.
what you're holding in the bank.
30%.
Yeah. So, any other new business we need to discuss?
I think that's a good idea for the state.
What is that, I forget what it was called. We have to have like a master plan for like the next 5 years.
It's CIP.
Yeah.
Okay, and do we have that?
No, but I'm working on it.
Okay, 'cause
Yeah.
so we have to spend that.
It's all
money.
new to me and it's all new to the state.
Yeah. and-
They
and
don't
you're-
know.
You're learning, Terry.
Yeah, but
Every
they're not,
day.
they're not, they're very iffy about things too, and, you know, when I talked to somebody today and I said something about, well, can you help me a little bit on that? And he said, well, not really, we really can't even give you any suggestions.
Well, who did you discuss it with?
Well, they're probably.
Ben Swift up at the,
They're probably.
government,
Yeah.
Ben
Yeah.
Swift.
yeah, he's not, Anna Cooley's replacement
When you call
I don't
Corey,
know.
see if he'll give you a copy of his.
of who?
Corey, when you call Corey about the owl.
Oh, yeah.
Ask him if you can just see a copy of his, and then,
You can even do that as far as 5 years out,
yeah.
which,
Mhm.
I mean,
But
I
this-
mean,
This one, I think.
but
has
you
be
don't have to
turned in.
spend it, you just have to say that
This is our plan.
this is what you wanna spend.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
And that's what we need to do.
yeah,
And
and
this-
but I know, but you just run out of things, I mean, you know,
Yeah.
how
Well-
much, we don't own the building, see, if you owned a building, you could add on to it, you could do
Right.
remodeling, you could do painting, you could do whatever.
He had his done professionally.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
So, if we can look at it, we can get the guidelines, and,
Who had it done
But-
professionally?
Corey Thomas.
Saluda Township.
Oh, did they?
So, I think that would be a good way to look at it.
I can talk to
But we
him.
have to turn that in by the 30th
I
of
know,
this month.
I know, and so with the budget, so at the next meeting,
Okay.
yeah, I worked on it today, it's a little tricky to get into,
I'm
and
sure.
and then when you go back to it, it doesn't wanna, you know, doesn't wanna save it.
Of course, it's a computer world.
Well, I think they want you to have all those ideas in your head when you sit down and start it, and just keep
You
going.
can't submit that.
Well, you know what they really want, they wanna do with the township.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
We know.
and like, we may not need 2 new computers, but in order to say that we're gonna spend money,
Mhm.
we need to say that,
But there's also a life cycle for computers and printers and,
Oh,
well, yeah,
Well, we need
and
one.
keyboard,
yeah, keyboards especially.
yeah.
Okay, any other new business?
No,
All
not
right.
for me.
Ron, you wanna make that motion?
I'll make a motion, we adjourn.
7:14, it just clicked. Is there a second?
I second.
All in favor? All right.
Don't anybody leave yet.
Did you second it, Laura?
She did.
Don't
Well, when
anybody
you
leave.
hold your
I
hand
need-
up, I can't
need
tell.
you to read that in.
Do what?
Nothing, I said, when you hold your hand up, I can't tell who said what.
Oh. I need you guys to sign the minutes from last time, read them and sign them, and pass it on.
And then we're back here.
7:14.
Next week from Thursday, 25th.
25th.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Why do you turn the recording off when you